Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Strawbridge here with your first grade lesson for the week. And I have to say, this is round two. I recorded the whole lesson last night, but it froze. So I'm going to do it all over again just for you. Some things might be different. I mean, that's the way it is. It's not scripted. I'm just teaching you the concepts. So we should be able to cover everything the same, pretty similar to the last video. The big thing is we are once again covering same versus different. Everybody say same, say different. Exactly. This is one of Mr. C and I's favorite subjects because it really helps us to dig in and start to understand music and instruments and how they look and how they sound. And it's amazing. So we're going to listen to some examples. We're going to look at some instruments. We're going to listen to some rhythms, and we're going to even play a game. So stay tuned. Let's get started right away. Same versus different. First, let's talk about same. All right. So most people know what same, when something is the same, you pretty much know what that means. Do you? Well, I'm going to tell you. For something to be the same, the items or examples have to match exactly. The sounds have to match exactly. I mean, no variation at all. They have to match exactly. Look at our two instruments on the screen. The first two instruments, those are called cabasas. Everybody say cabasa. And we know, is it a shaker or not? It's a shaker. It's a shaker because it creates its sound by shaking it. Look at those two cabasas. Are they the same or different? Those are two of the exact same cabasas. So we'd call those two items the same. Let's listen to the cabasa being played the exact same way. Here we go. Example two. Was that the same? Yes, it was. It had to be the same. It had to match exactly for us to call the same. Let's take a look at our djembe. Everybody say djembe. That's a drum over there. Look at the colors. Look at the shape. Are those two djembes exactly the same? Yes, they are. Let's listen to example one and compare to example two. Example one. Example two. Was that the same? Yes, it was. Why? Because they match exactly. Let's keep going. What's the name of the instrument down the bottom? It's round with those bells on it. What's that called? It's a tambourine. Everybody say tambourine. Let's look at those two tambourines. Are those two tambourines the exact same tambourine? Yes, they are. They're the exact tambourine. Let's take a listen to the tambourine. Here's an example number one. Example two. Is it the same or is it different? I think that's pretty much the same. It's not pretty much the same. It's the exact same example. So for something to be the same, it has to match exactly. No variation. Okay, here's the trumpet. Everybody say trumpet. Now, this is an instrument that we're going to learn about in third and fourth and fifth grade, but it's nice to get some more advanced instruments in here. So this is the trumpet. Look at those two trumpets. Are they different or are they the same? They're absolutely the same. Let's take a listen to them. Let's see. Example one. Ooh, who's that playing the trumpet? Example two. Who in the world is that playing the trumpet? That's Mr. Strawberry playing trumpet. Yeah, were those the same or different? Those were the exact same examples. Exactly. Okay, so do you understand if something's the same, it has to do what? It's the last two words. Match exactly. Say match exactly. Let's take a look at the opposite. Everybody say different. So if items do not match exactly, they have to be what? They have to be different. For example, let's take a look at my two cowbells. Now, if you look at my cowbells, yeah, they're both cowbells, but do they match exactly? Oh, baby, this one is all beat up. And look at this guy. She's pretty beat up, but not as beat up. So even though we have two cowbells, they're not the exact same cowbell because they don't match exactly. Honestly, it's hard to find things that match exactly. I do have something that does match. I got two recorders. What color are these recorders? Yeah, pink, baby. Nothing wrong with pink. These are not different. These are the same. But most of the time, many things are going to be different, and it's okay to be different. Let's take a look at our kibasa again. What do you notice about the size and shape and color of those two kibasas? Yeah, we have one that's beige, the other one is black. One is LP, the other one is beat box, beat machine. And let's take a listen to two different kibasas sounding rhythms. Number one. Number two. Were those rhythms the same or different? Yeah, they were different. Cha, 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 cha. Number one. Cha, 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 cha. Number two, it's different and it's okay. Okay, let's keep moving on. Our drums at the bottom, oh baby, our djembes are looking a little different, aren't they? What do you notice? Look at the color. The colors are flipped. The first djembe has red at the top, green at the bottom. Second djembe has green at the top and red at the bottom. And the second one is a little larger. So are those the same or different? They are different. Let's take a listen to two different djembe rhythms. Here I go. Rhythm number one. Rhythm number two. Was that the same or different? It was different, right? And it's okay to be different. Look at our rhythm sticks. Everybody say rhythm sticks. Now, didn't make a video of the rhythm sticks because I've got two of those rhythm sticks right here. Well, I have all those other instruments here too, but I have the rhythm sticks here. Do these rhythm sticks match exactly? No, why not? One is, and the other is great. Now, I don't want to blow your minds, but I can take these two rhythms and I can play the same, these two rhythm sticks. I can play the same rhythm. Listen, rhythm number one. Rhythm number two. So I took two different sticks and played the same rhythm. Don't worry about that. We're going to get that to it and get into that in a second. The biggest thing I want you to realize is these sticks are different because they look different, right? And we can have different sounds. We'll get to that in a second. And look at our instruments. Uh-oh, we have a trumpet. Now we have not even a trumpet, a trombone. And I'm not even going to play that. So everybody say different. Good. For an item to be different, it does not match exactly. For something to be the same, it has to match exactly. If there's any variation, it's different. So let's recap. The same, match exactly. Say match exactly. Oh, yeah. Different does not match exactly. Okay? All right, guys. Are you ready for a challenge? This isn't the game yet. This is a challenge. Let's get into the sounds and rhythms that might be the same or different. So we talked about the look, the instrument, and we did have some sounding, the instruments playing same and different melodies and rhythms. Let's take a look at our tree versus apple that you guys worked on last week, which, by the way, great job, great job. Lots of trees and apples going on. I'm going to say rhythm number one. You tell me if rhythm number two is the same or different than number one. Here's number one. Tree, apple, apple, tree. Here's number two. Tree, apple, apple, tree. Is that the same or different? Well, you can look at it and honestly tell if those two rhythms are the same or the different. They are the same. Of course, they're the same. We have a tree, an apple, and a tree. Rhythm number two, a tree, an apple, and a tree. Did they match exactly? Yes, they did. So they were the same. Let's take a look at another rhythmic example from our beloved apples and trees, baby. Let's see. Number one, tree, apple, tree, apple. Number two, apple, apple, tree, tree. Are they the same or are they different? You can look at it and tell. They're different. Yeah, they are. Let's take a look. I want you to read this with me, please. Number one. Ready? Number one. Let's go. Tree, apple, tree, apple. Good job. Number two. Apple, apple, tree, tree. You got it? So those are definitely different. Okay, guys, are you ready? It's time for a game. Everybody say game time, baby. Get a piece of paper and a pencil. So you can pause the video, get yourself a piece of paper and a pencil, and you're going to start writing down the answers. You can number your paper 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be 4 questions long. And you have to simply tell me if rhythm number 2 is the same or different than rhythm number 1. Or are the 2 rhythms the same or are they different? If you like to just put S or D, that's fine. It might be nice to write the word out. Are you guys ready for a game and a challenge? Here I go. Let's see. What am I going to use? I'm going to use my rhythm sticks. Everybody say rhythm sticks. Now, they're both the same stick. That doesn't matter. We are now listening to the sounds. Oh, no. You know what? I'm not going to use the rhythm sticks yet. I'm going to go back to my words. This is the first one. We'll start a little easier. Rhythm number 1. Where's my papers? Rhythm number 1. Listen. 1, 2. Listen to number 1. Apple, tree, apple, tree. Rhythm number 2. Tree, 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 apple. Listen again. Let's get that out of the way. That might be distracting. Rhythm number 1. Apple, tree, apple, tree. Rhythm number 2. Tree, 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 apple. Were those the same or were they different? Write down your answer. What do you think? You can pause the video if you like. The correct answer was different. Did you get it right? If you got it right, give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand. Good. Let's actually read what I had. Rhythm number 1, I said apple tree, apple tree. Rhythm number 2, I said tree, 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 apple. Yes, those are very, very different. Okay, good job. Let's go back to our game. Here we go. Number 2. Let's see what you can do. Listen to the 2 rhythms. Rhythm number 1. Apple, tree, tree, tree. Rhythm number 2. Tree, apple, apple, apple. Let's try it again. Rhythm number 1. Apple, tree, tree, tree. Rhythm number 2. Tree, apple, apple, apple. Were those the same or were they different? Write down your answer. What do you think? They were different. Did you get it right? No, you didn't. All right, let's take a look at them. Number 1, we said, read it with me. Ready? Let's go. Apple, tree, tree, tree. Number 2, read it with me, please. Tree, apple, apple, apple. You see that? All right, how's everybody doing? You need to stretch a little bit. Give yourself a little stretch break. Shake it off. Move your body. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, let's move on. Almost there. Here's our game. It's going to get a little more challenging. Uh-oh, now I'm going to play the rhythm. I'm going to still play the trees and the apples, but I'm going to sing them with my sticks. Can you do this? Let's see. Listen to rhythm number 1. Rhythm number 2. Were the rhythms the same or different? Were my apples and trees the same or different? Let's try it again. Rhythm number 1, listen. Rhythm number 2. What do you think? Huh? Challenge? It was the same. Give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand. It was the same. Can you tell me what it was? Whoops, excuse me. What did I just play? For both, I played tree, tree, apple, apple. All right, good job. Give yourselves a hand. Okay, one more to go. Last one, last game challenge. This one is going to be a tough. This is big boy and big girl stuff. This is big doggy stuff. This is for the second graders. You're almost in second grade, so let's make it count. Here is rhythm number 1. Rhythm number 1. Here I go. Oh boy. Rhythm number 2. What do you think? Same or different? Listen again. Rhythm number 1. Rhythm number 2. Same or different? Here we go. The correct answer is, excuse me, the same. Good job. Can you say it with me? Ready? Let's go. Tree, apple, tree, tree. Do it again. Tree, apple, tree, tree. Say it again. Tree, apple, tree, 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 apple, tree, 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 apple, tree, tree. One more time. Tree, apple, tree, tree, and stop. You know what you can do. You can create your own tree and apple patterns. Just put 4 of them together, read them over and over and over, and you got yourself a rhythm that grooves. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. This was the longest lesson of the e-learning series, but it's a pretty hefty subject for first grade. But I hope you are starting to understand same. Everyone say same. What does it mean when 2 items are the same or multiple items are the same? They have to do what? They have to match exactly. Everyone say match exactly. Good. Or if it's different, everyone say different. If it's different, the 2 items do not match exactly. They do not match exactly. Different, same. Same, different. Same, different, and I don't know what. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Go to Edsby, take your quiz. It's just 4 questions. It should be very easy, especially if you watch this entire video. And tell your parents thank you and give them a hug and kiss them that you love them. And Mr. C and I miss you so much. We look forward to seeing you guys this week at the sing-along. Take care. Bye-bye.